Hi, this is the Goodlife Investor, and today's topic is how do you get a BOC passport, which is the British Overseas Citizenship passport. What are the different options in which you can achieve this? There are certain limited circumstances where a BOC passport can have advantages over a regular British passport, and I'm not going to discuss any of those scenarios in this video. This video is going to be purely about gaining the BOC citizenship and the cheapest way in obtaining this passport. This passport, mind you, can be converted into a full British passport by registration. Again, that also is outside the scope of this video. Here we are solely going to focus on quickly getting this type of passport. If you are looking for a regular British passport, then I have a separate video dedicated to the quickest way in obtaining a British citizenship, a full British citizenship. You can go and check that video out. And before we get started with this topic, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jay Suresh, and here we discuss real estate investments that lead to residencies and residencies that eventually lead to citizenship and a whole lot more. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you're always up to date on all the latest and greatest on any of the programs. And during the course of this video, if you are interested in starting any of your residencies through real estate investment, click the link in the description, book a call with us. We can discuss your use case and get you started with the right residency that best fits your needs. All right, now let's get started. British Overseas Citizenship. This is slightly different to the full British citizenship. This type of citizenship is usually given to people who live in one of the overseas British territories. There are a handful of such territories. Some of these territories have lucrative options for obtaining a BOC passport. And one of the most common ones is the Cayman Islands PR program, where you invest a couple of $1 million. It's a golden visa, and that can give you a BOC passport. But I'm not going to discuss that here because that is the most expensive ways of getting a BOC citizenship. Today, I'm going to discuss a unique residency with the minimum price tag, which can give you instant access to the territory and eventually access to a BOC passport. I'm going to discuss the minimum residency requirements for maintaining this type of residency and gaining the BOC citizenship. So the investment amount is 150K. Yes, that's 150K, and it's a donation. So the investment is actually a donation where you're giving this money away to the government, but in return, you're getting a full PR, which is a permanent residency in the British Overseas Territory of Anguilla. Now, this is an island similar to the Cayman Islands. The only big difference is the investment amount through Anguilla is much lower as compared to the investment amount through the Cayman Islands route. Now, the residency requirement is interesting. Now, if you get a PR from Anguilla, the physical presence requirement is none. Yes, you heard that right. You don't have any physical presence requirement to maintain the residency. But if you want to get the British Overseas Citizenship, then you need to have some ties to the country. You need to be residing in Anguilla for 5 years, and after 5 years you can then get the BOC passport. The unique advantage of doing this program is the time is only 5 years for getting the BOC passport versus the normal 10 years of residency on an overseas territory to gain the citizenship. So the time frame is reduced to 5 years instead of 10, but the physical presence requirement, if you're looking for citizenship, needs to be maintained, which is you need to be living in Anguilla during these 5 years so that you qualify for citizenship. If you're not looking for citizenship and just looking for a back pocket residency, then there is no physical presence requirement. But if you're looking for the full citizenship, then you need to have the residential ties to the country and gain that BOC citizenship. Now, as I said before, the BOC citizenship can be converted into a full British citizenship, and depending upon your circumstances, it might be advantageous to maintain the BOC passport versus gaining the full British passport, whereas in certain other use cases, it might just be sensible to converting this into a full British passport. It all depends upon your use case and the circumstances that you're in, which decides which passport of the two is more advantageous for you. Now, this is not investment, immigration, tax, or legal advice. This is educational content informing you of this program and ways in which we can help you. Mind you, there are other ways and avenues of obtaining the BOC passport through Anguilla through other means, which is real estate purchase, which has 750K of real estate purchase route. So you are not looking at any donation in that category. You're looking at investing 750K or more in a property in Anguilla, and that also gives you the permit. But my point of this video is the cheapest route to gaining this immediate PR in the British Overseas Territory. Now, apart from the 150K, are there any other fees? Yes, absolutely. There are other fees like government fees, processing fees, etc., like 5K, 10K, those type of fees. If you're looking to add dependents, then there's a 50K fee for each dependent to add. So if you're a single applicant, then you're looking at 150 plus processing fees. But if you're more than one person and if you're a family, then you're looking to add 50K for each family member to the total. Now, this is attractive because this is British Overseas Citizenship that we're talking about. This is not some random island. This is British Overseas Territory and eventually British citizenship that we are talking about here. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and see you in the next one.